the 247 of Jason Williams. We then have the 08 of Peter Ferguson and the 82 of Elijah Weiss. Coming through and around will be our defending series champion and current points leader aboard the Serco Yamaha, Luke Clare.
JCR Yamaha's Jay Wilson, from the beginning of the day in the Model MX Tour class, and we're looking to see you up front for the rest of the day.
All event heading out onto the track, it is the number 5 on the KTM racing team, SXF 450. He will set a 1:42.36 second lap time. Can Cade Mosey better it? The CDA Yamaha rider comes through the final turn and he locks down a 1:42.5.
We're here with our GoPro Super Bowl winner, the number 3 on the National Pump Services Monster Energy Kawasaki, Adam Monia. Adam, you've had a struggling start to the year, haven't been able to get the results. You came here 2 weeks ago and won at the state title round. You started off the day with a GoPro win. You've got to be full of confidence heading into the motos now.
Yeah, this is really good.
So we now have the green flag being walked across the front of the starting grid. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now awaiting for that 30-second board to come up for the start of racing for the day. It is a Model MX2 class and they're down there on the line. We see the mechanics moving across to the module area on the inside of the starting gates and first turn. We're about to be in the starters' hands. The riders to keep your eye on will be the number 1, our defending series champion with the red background signifying he is our current points leader. Aboard the Serco Yamaha it is Luke Clare. His teammate Jet Beat aboard the number 12. We have Jay Wilson, the number 6, the 888 of Taka Katsuya, and the local South Australian boy, the 54 of Luke Arbin. If you're not at the fence, it's time to get there. Coming into the first turn, we see a flurry of orange fenders, and it is the 17 of Caleb Ward on the KTM racing team, and the 14 of Joanne Stapleton. So it is Stapleton with the race lead on the Penrod Oils, Wilson Tonda. Caleb Ward in second, Taka Katsuya in third place.
Caleb Ward follows suit in second position now. Follows the South Australian home team now. Luke Arbin from Caleb Ward and Laurie Bale. The top 3. Separating themselves from Juan Hester, Benny Carter, Ryan Winter, Josh Simpson and Nathan Nelson. Taka Katsuya still up in front ahead of Luke Clare and the number 6 of Clay Wilson.
So we're now here with our race 1 winner from the Model MX2 class, Caleb Ward. Caleb, you had that incident at the second round of the series. It happened a few weeks ago and you haven't been out on the track since then. How does it feel to come back to the MX Nationals and start it off with a race win?
Oh, it's awesome. Couldn't be any better. Just having a lot of fun. I rode a little bit tired out there for a bit and I was a little bit unsure how my fitness would be in the 30 after sitting on the couch for a while, but just rode smooth and consistent and sort of enjoyed it. It was really great.
Exactly where we expect to see you back up front, and it's a good sign of things to come.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so stoked. Awesome, man. It's pretty depressing sitting on the couch. I'm not in it for the title anymore, but sort of still got motivation to go out and try to prove a point and win as many races as I can.
Well, congratulations, the young Northern Queenslander, ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Ward on his return to the MX Nationals, starting it off with a race win. It's a number 17 machine you want to be keeping your eyes on heading into that second moto of the day. So we're here with KTM Racing Team and South Australia's own Kirk Gibbs. Gibbsy, a lot of people said coming into 2015 if there was anyone to knock Mossy off the number 1 spot in the championship, it'd be you. Now you've got a big points lead, you've got that red plate, and you're at your home track here this weekend. How's it all feeling and how's the year coming together for you?
Yeah, everything's really good. You know, it's been first year in a long year that I've had, a long time that I've had a really good off season. I haven't been injured in Supercross. Yeah, you know, I think it's been 5 or 6 years since I've always carried some sort of injury. So I was able to get a really good base over Christmas time and stuff like that. So you know, obviously my confidence is skyrocketed since then.
And with that CDR situation, I saw your comments in the lead up to this event. If it came down to the last round, you and Stikey, and it was the final turn for the championship, would you be throwing in fenders?
Oh, 100%. I think he'd trade the same. You know, I think we'd both put it on the line. But yeah, I haven't had a championship yet. He has, and it's been a long time coming for me. That's something I really want, and I'm going to do everything I can this year to try and get that. So, but at the moment, like we said, we have to play it smart. But if it did come down to a last lap thing or something like that, it could get quite ugly. But hopefully not. Hopefully, we won't end up doing that. We're both pretty smart riders, so we'll try and keep it clean.
Thank you very much, Kirk Gibbs, one of the nice guys of Australian motocross. Hopefully we'll see you up on the top step tomorrow afternoon.
Thanks a lot.
To start racing for the Monster Energy MX1 class, we see the bright orange riding gear of Luke Stark in the centre of the gate. Murray Brick, it's time to go MX1 racing! Coming into the first turn, it's the South Australian Kirk Gibbs. He will come away with the MX4 home shot. Teammate Luke Stark up inside of the top 5 as well. He will move around the outside of the second turn. Daniel Reardon and Kate Moses. Reardon makes the move. CDA Yamaha rider. Daniel Reardon out in front already. As we are now 13 minutes through this 30-minute plus 1 lap motor, our race leader Kirk Gibbs comes through ahead of Daniel Reardon and the number 8 machine of Kate Moses. And one final turn, ladies and gentlemen, taking the win in the Premier MX1 class, the South Australian Series points leader, Kirk Gibbs.
So we're here with CDR Yamaha rider Daniel Reardon. Now Daniel, obviously a very well-known comeback back to the MX Nationals for 2015. We spoke to you prior to the season and your goals were to just build each round. You've got a couple of rounds under the belt now. How are you feeling with it all?
It's been good. It's definitely been fun, that's for sure. It's been a journey, but it's been a journey and a bit of a struggle. But it's been really, really good. I'm pumped that things sort of they found their feet. I found a home back in the Nationals, and given the time that we had to test and get ready for the season, I think that it's all been pretty positive. I've always been playing catch up, and it's still to this day I still am. Without really an off season or any major testing. So each race is a step forward all the time, regardless of the result. So it's been awesome. I'm loving doing that.
And it's like each round you're getting more comfortable with the bike and more comfortable with being back racing. So the results have progressed. You've got a GoPro win now and a race win. Obviously some bad luck. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, we've had, unfortunately, we've had 2 mechanical DNFs. That just happens, and we've also had 2 first lap incidents where I've gone down or stalled the bike, so I've had to come all the way through the pack. So we've had 2 good races, 2 good races, but not so good on paper, and we've had 2 DNFs. So we just need to clean that up a little bit. I believe my program is strong. I believe the team is great and the bike's good. So we just need to keep on moving forward. And like you said, every round is a step forward, and we learn so much. And the team learns so much about me. I learn about the team and the bike, and I haven't raced for so long. So just getting back to that frame of mind, getting behind the gate is all good things.
Now, being 80 points back in the series, it doesn't show with your race speed, but with those 2 DNFs adding up, how does that go into your mentality into the next 2 rounds and then after the break?
It doesn't change. When the question was asked at the start of the year, whether or not I'd win a championship, it was kind of, not many people even thought that was even possible. And I knew that I could, and it'd be a long reach for us. Now that we're in the thick of it and we are back racing, people know that I've got the speed and my fitness is getting better and stuff like that. So 80 points down, it's going to be a really long reach for this championship, but it doesn't change a thing for me. I'm all about just race progression and race wins, and every time I'm behind the gate, it's like a new little competition for me. So if the points stack up at the end, they stack up, but it doesn't change a thing with my program.
And it seems between each round now there's a bit of social media controversy. Obviously you had the issue with Mosig, and then Matt Moss's comments at Broadford got brought up, so it's like there's all this exposure going around, but for you, as you said before, it's just like the Instagram and the Facebook's just going on fire.
Yeah, for whatever reason I can't stay out of it. I tried it, but I just can't. So every round, good or bad, hey, I'm back in the sport, so whether you like it or you hate it, unfortunately I'm here to stay.
Yeah, and as you're saying, you're here to stay. You got plans for 2016 and onwards into the future.
Yeah, for sure. This year was all about, because it happened so late, budgets are set, teams are set, riders are set, so this year was all about getting ready for the next year. I understand that this year was going to be tough for me, but at the end of the day I'm willing to do it because I want to set my future up. I want to be involved in this sport until I can retire again, but this time do it properly, and I really want to finish on a really solid note.
Are there any roles within the industry or within the media or anything like that that you'd be interested in doing after the racing career is over?
No, to be honest, I haven't even thought about it. My focus is just to race and to race for as long as I can. I'm looking forward to Supercross because that's I believe it's a strength of mine. I'm just having fun riding again. So when that day comes, 3 or 4, maybe longer down the track, we'll discuss that then. But until then, I've had a taste of the work life. And I don't really like it, so I'm not in a hurry to get back.
Well, thank you very much, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you.